The offer. Hi, people! This chapter, I tried to do something completely different. It's actually more of a character study kind of chapter, where all the crazy cool stunts Foxy's being doing are pulled apart from a moment, and we get a deep look into the character's motivations and inner turmoils. It's a kind of thing I like a lot to do, because it can really develop the characters in ways we never thought were possible. And it's very hard to do action scenes, so no action scenes here, just to relax. But that doesn't mean there will be no creepy or tense things, no. This chapter is hard-boiled as heel, so be warned, not for the faint of heart. Enjoy! The Wolf-Blood Lineage, Chapter 7, The Love Tenses That Arrive. The chopper is flying in the air, and Oxy, Luna, and Snape are there in the chopper with Carl Johnson, Luna's cousin. So, says Foxy to Carl, you are Luna's cousin, ain't it? Yup, my lady. And Carl kisses Foxy's hand while he pilots the chopper. What a gentleman! And Foxy's heart throbs like a river of magma under poultry-filled barns of Greek gods' breasts. I give up. Carl feels the same, because he never saw such a woman so beautiful and intelligent in all of his crime life before. Foxy is like a bleach to his eyes. I could use some eye bleach, erasing the permanent destruction of vitalities his gangster's moving ways did to his brain. All the blood and families he cleaned from existence is forgotten now that he found a real girl for who to dedicate his vivacity. But what he doesn't know is that she is committed with the dog boy that would kill before anyone took his girl-friend away from his lap of justice. Snape is looking all this, and don't like at all. Foxy really hit his hard in the heart department, and to be shaken so callously like this in his age is not something an almost old man is going to take lightly. No, Snape is already planning the departure of Carl Johnson from this side of the planet, but Foxy must not know. So, Mr. Johnson, asks voluptuously Foxy, what's your business are there in America? My business? Yo, you old lick too now, see? I deal most with cars and stoof blowing up in hella fashion, you see it? Stoof crude into place. And I about care my homies, you know? They stay in place and see thing for Carl here. One take, yeah. Oh, Mr. Carl, you are so streetwise guy. And Foxy sighs with utterly passion of condor eggs. After some flying, the chopper arrives near Hogwarts. It lands next to Hagrid's whorehouse, and looks like the party is going fever today. However, things are not that peaceful here, because the time to kill Dumbledore is ending. Foxy will have until tomorrow to finish him off, or else. So, Foxy, Luna, Snape, and Carl Johnson, I'm never getting over it, enter Hagrid's place and seats on a vacant table. The place is nicely adornished. It has skulls of elephants on the walls, carpets made of pussy cats, and the air is filled with the fine flavor of pot mixed with cinnamon juice. Mostly, the color of the ceiling is pink, and the color of the ground is green. A nice contrast, and very original on Hagrid's behalf. He have a good taste. The place is swarming with customers and bitches doing lap dances on the clients' laps as opposed to on their knees. A lot of Hogwarts students are attending today, and even some professors too. Minerva McGonagall is seating at one corner where Neville Longbottom is lap dancing on her. Ugh. He wears a leopard loincloth and his penis is very flaccid, just like mine, because McGonagall's features don't excite his animal mojo. However, the cash is nice, so he keeps rubbing his ass on her face, and she feeds him with her well-profited money. It's very strange what some customers asks to lap dancers. Minerva demanded that Neville farted on her nose, as if this is such an easy thing to do. But he, as a compliant and nice boy, tries and keeps drinking a lot of coke to indulge into fart-tastic pleasures to McGonagall's pedantic flair. She is not disappointed, but I am. Then, the waiter comes near Foxy's table. It's Ron Weasley. Foxy gets surprised. Ron! So you now work here too? Asks Foxy, sneering at Ron's decayed condition. Yes, and it's a perfectly decent job with medium wages and part-time schedule that just fit perfectly into my daily chores and classroom assignments. Foxy looks with disdain to Ron. Who does he think he is? Just because he works at a hellhole trash xenial place like this doesn't mean non-working people are less than his own bleeding pot of jealousy. Foxy punches the table and requires respect. Fuck off, Ron! Think you are fucking great, ain't it? So, you are not. You smells puke and acidic marshmallows puke. And Foxy spits on his acne-ridden face. Ron, with that sudden act of war, let his orders notes fall on the ground. Hagrid, that was looking from away the small confusion, come near them and talks to Ron. You motherfucker! Who do you think you are, dropping my bar's notes on the ground and threatening our clients? Fuck off! You're fired for life! And Hagrid punches Ron in the middle of the jaw, breaking it apart and launching Ron away towards a window, shattering it with his body. Ron falls to the other side outside of the bar with his jaw disjointed, cuts and bruises from the crashed glass that penetrated into his skin. He bleeds and moans in an urgency, seeking help, seeking comfort for his pain, but he gets none. Carl Johnson then comments on the case. Yo, Mr. Hagrid, isn't it good to call a doctor? He could have sued your ass off, you butt. Don't be afraid, my fellow dude. He is useless. And, after all, who would listen to crap like him anyway? He don't even know how to use this stuff, if you know what I mean. And Hagrid blinks to Carl in the secret signature. Ho ho, Mr. Hagrid. You are into some serious business here, ain't it? You bet, Carl. So, let me serve you people. What do you want to drink? Foxy looks the menu and knows what to ask. Hey, Hagrid! Brings me some pepperoni in a plate with ketchup to temper it a bit. Pepper would be good, too! Luna, Snape, and Carl nods in agreement to the choice, and they ask Kate the same thing to eat. And what to drink, my dear patrons? Oh, says Foxy, gimme something hot. Hagrid thinks a bit. Hot, Foxy? Well, I have the perfect one to you. It's homemade if you want to know. Made by me. Really? That must be cool. Just bring it on. Yeah, I hope you like. It's pure Husgemocht absinthe. And them, Hagrid notes what the other will drink too. Luna is going with the old ale, Snape with vinegar and pickles, and Carl Johnson with cow milk. After a while, Hagrid brings the food and beverages and says, "So, enjoys the premises, my buddies. And if you want something hot and all, Harry Potter is going to be doing a presentation today here at my place." "Presentation, Hagrid? What kind?" asks Foxy. "It's a secret, beauty lady. Just wait and see." Foxy then picks the glass with absinthe and gives a shot at it. Whoa, it's hard as rocky. The herbs Hagrid collected made a good mixture, and then they start to talk. "So," says Foxy, "why you talking this funny way, Carl?" "Me? Don't you like it, "No, it's not it." And Foxy choke a bit with her pepperoni. "It's that I don't understand you much." "No? So why didn't you say that earlier? I can perfectly talk like you, by the way." Foxy get a bit confused. If you can, why do you talk like you have penis and chewed hamster balls in your mouth? Carl laughs and answers, "Ha ha ha ha! It's that my homies actually press my butt off to talk like that. To them, if you don't slang, you don't is from the hood." Foxy laughs too and grabs Carl's hand while laughing. Snape looks unpleasured at it. "How outrageous! He is a professor, but Foxy have to grab the criminal mind's hand there." His nerves are at a point of collapse. Luna perceives Snape's hate against Foxy and Carl's affection, and tries to appease Snape's guts feelings. "So, Professor," say Luna, putting her delicate hand on Snape's left thigh, "how's the weather?" "The weather? How could I know? I'm not a meteorologist," says Snape, annoyed with Luna's hand on his body. Interesting. So, if you were a meteorologist, would talk about weather with me?" says Luna with an increasingly Epicurean and libidinous voice tone. "What? Why are you so interested in the weather all of a sudden?" "Why, you ask? I don't know. Maybe the rain could be fall onto different lands, you know. When the Zulu king is conquering springtime-filled lands, it's time the Dark Ones seek out a vacant place to park his hard wood wand." And Luna blinks her greenish fruitful eyes to the pale-skinned Slytherin fellow, trying to convey the matured message all over the convoluted airwaves of passion and lust filling the air. She then starts to lick her lips, twirling her tongue all over her lips, moistening it to show how waterly lady her body can become to the non-patient's covert man. Snape apparently can't quite cope with such an evident display of perused affection. He only have eyes to Foxy, the magnificent girls that took his life by a crash. Snape's mouth start to salivate with rage, seeing Foxy getting nearer and nearer Carl's strong, builty black body of forceful meat. He is almost jumping on Carl's neck to break it with all his man-condor fury, but Luna, the wise girl she is, 'cause she learned it all with Foxy, goes to the attack. "Snape," says Luna to the dark-robed man, "I think you should relax." And then, from beneath the table, she moves her hand from Snape's thighs to his penis. Yes, that Concord-shaped snake of his was all a girl would want from a man like Snape. After she touched it, an instant boner formed on the pants of Severus. He wasn't expecting for it, but couldn't interrupt his organ's sudden lift-off, because Luna wasn't a girl one should throw away on the trash. No, mister, no. She is all he wants, but his conflicting brain is telling him something different. Foxy. His brain wants Foxy, but his dick wants Luna. What to do? Snape is getting more excited as the time goes by, because Luna is rubbing and stroking his dick so gently he can't refuse the monumental urges of his organic turbojet of manhoodly appliances of pleasure. No. So won't he do? He gets up right away because he feels like he is going to moan, and he can't do that in front of Foxy. That would end it all. But he is smart. He goes up and says, "Foxy, Carl, excuse me. Luna is menstruating, and I must help her clean he bloody panties now." And Snape grabs Luna's arm and races fast to the bathroom. He closes the door, and the two starts to make out inside there. His excuse was very effective, 'cause Foxy and Carl didn't give it a lot of attention. They were gazing each other, feeling the internal struggle their lives passed on to them, feeling they were more alike than they would admit to oneself. Carl spoke so low words to Foxy. "Foxy, my dear, you are the shining moon over my Lake Titicaca. The flames that spill out of your Montezuma's volcano's heart fries the rocks of preclusion inside my so unadorned and forsaken chest of scared atrocities. There is more than a single pulsating star in the sky that testifies my uncharted and lustreless love for your bony and calcium figure of anguish, of desire, of lust and marrow love. Please accept me as your coronary leader, protecting the veins of your ticker with my own bosom of delinquent iniquity." And Carl Johnson fall on his knees, begging for the love of that so lonely in the sky star princess Mecha Wolf. Remember the Mecha Wolves? I don't. Foxy feels her heart so anguished. Carl penetrated her impenetrable fortress of solitude, where only Draco, her true love, could bypass one day before his day. But now she is fainting. She is almost giving up. Carl is breaking the defenses of the army Foxy perpetrated to protect her feelings from abduction. Above all lawful intents, she, with her broken heart, speak. "Oh, Carl! I cannot lend my blithesome body to your senses. It already belongs to another man. A man that if was not for his unshamed dedication to my fount, I would never be here with you in the first place after all." And Foxy starts to cry and moans at so difficult choices she must make to not fall over sinful temptations. The destiny strikes her with so much villainy. Carl Johnson hugs her and understands. "Foxy, don't be afraid. I know you love other, but I'll be forever waiting for you. You will never lose my love. Never." And Carl cries too, sobbing and sweeping the tears with his hand. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. The moon is full, high in the sky, and Hagrid takes the stage to announce the biggest attraction of the dawn. "Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you waited all the week. It's the first male striptease in the history of Hogwarts. Let me introduce you to our new and fondly stripper, Harry Potter! 7th chapter end." "So," says Foxy to Carl, "you are losing